Day 3 Part 2, The Feeding Room. We crept forward, hugging the walls, every footstep ricocheting like gunfire in the fog. No one dared speak, not after the breathing, not after that voice. We weren't survivors anymore. We were rats in a maze. And at the center, something far bigger was waiting. The corridor funneled us toward a steel gate, cracked half open, moaning like it didn't want us to see what was beyond. But the fog was swelling behind us, pressing forward like a tide. There was no going back. We slipped through the gate and walked straight into hell. The smell before the sight. The stench at first. Rotting meat. Sour chemicals. A metallic tang so thick it coated the back of my throat. Then we saw the room. Rows of cages stretched along the walls. Not animal cages. Not built for anything four-legged. They were built for people. Inside each one, bodies slumped. Factory workers in shredded uniforms, skin gray and waxy. Some stared blankly with dead eyes. Some twitched. Some didn't move at all. But it wasn't the prisoners that froze my blood. It was the pipes. Thick black pipes dangled from the ceiling, snaking down into every cage, each ending in a nozzle clamped above a mouth. The people weren't eating. They were being fed. The feeding process. A hiss broke the silence. One nozzle spat out a stream of black slurry, dribbling into the throat of a man pinned beneath it. He convulsed. His neck arched, his veins bulging dark against his skin. His eyes snapped open, flaring a faint, sickly orange before rolling back. His body sagged, limp, like a puppet with its strings cut. It wasn't food. It was fuel. Mayanagari wasn't experimenting with infection. They were cultivating it. The panic breaks. Someone in our group gagged. Just a choked reflex, but loud enough. The sound rang through the chamber. At once, several of the prisoners jerked upright, their heads twisted toward us in sick, mechanical unison. Mouths gaped open to wide, joints cracking, drool and black sludge dribbling down their chins. The cages exploded with noise. Hands shot through the bars, skeletal and clawed, rattling the steel with manic hunger. The sound was deafening, metal clanging against metal, one after another, until it rose into a horrible rhythm. And then, slicing through it all, a single alarm shrieked. Sharp, piercing, alive. We had been seen. The feeding attendants, they came from the far end of the room. Not zombies, not workers. Something caught in between. Their uniforms were still factory issue, but their faces were sealed beneath iron masks welded into the skin, fused forever. Tubes sprouted from their spines and slithered into the walls, pulsing with black liquid. They moved together, too smooth, too fluid, not walking, gliding. Each one carried a long, hooked tool, dragging it across the floor. And then it clicked. They weren't guards. They were attendants, caretakers of this nightmare, their sole purpose to keep the feeding process alive no matter what it cost. The attendants tilted their heads toward us, perfectly in sync. One raised his hook and tapped it twice against the steel floor. The prisoners responded instantly. 100 mouths shrieked. Bodies convulsed. They hurled themselves at the bars with such force that blood streaked the walls. The attendants began to advance. And from behind their welded masks, I swore I heard it. Laughter. To be continued in Day 3 Part 3, The Fire Below.